Hi guys, I'm live. How you guys doing? Um, I just want to rant a little bit. Um, been getting lots of sleep lately. Maybe I'm caught up now. I'm not sure, but because I didn't get that much last night, I only got a few hours, which is normal for me. I usually only get 3 or 4, and then I catch up by getting 8 or 9 or 10 or something every third or fourth day. But lately, I just been sleeping. I slept all the way through Wednesday. Just slept all day Wednesday. Didn't go on my walk or nothing. But I think I think I might be caught up now. Um, I want to note a reaction I had to a hate comment, which was none. I'm really happy with myself about that. Someone said everybody watches my channel to feel better about themselves, so they can say at least I'm not this guy. And I didn't have a reaction. I didn't care. It didn't bother me. I wouldn't have even noted it except right now. But I didn't have any impulse to comment back. I didn't feel like, oh my God, my world's turned upside down. Somebody hates me. I just went with it. Just okay, fine, cool. Glad you're not me too. I mean, somebody has to be me, I guess. And while I'm talking about that subject, I came from different background than most people. I was given up by my natural mother, whoever it was. Whoever my natural mother was gave me up, and that already gives me something called the primal wound. Nancy Newton Verrier wrote a book about it called The Primal Wound: Understanding the Adopted Child. Nancy Newton Verrier. And you're right, in some ways. You guys that all had your mothers love you and keep you. You don't, you all have something on me because you don't have the primal wound and I do. You weren't given up by your natural mother, and I was. So I'll take that. That's already a difference that I have that all you guys that have your natural mothers don't know that. Don't know what that's like. But then there's always yin and yang and yang and yin. The other side of it is I'll never know what it feels like to lose a blood relative like you guys. That lose your mom and dad and whoever, your blood relatives are closer to you than just, most people. I take it. I don't know. I've never had a blood relative. I've never known a blood relative, but I don't have to go through the grief you guys have to go through when you lose your loved ones either. So it's all tit for tat, I have the primal wound, you don't, but you have to deal with loss of grieving loved ones, and I really don't as much. But another telltale sign in that comment is the person that made the comment said, everyone watches your videos to feel better about themselves. Very few things are universally true. I doubt if everyone watches just for one reason, but that's okay. But the main thing I wanted to bring up is I didn't react to the comment. It didn't make me get angry. It didn't, it didn't frustrate me. It didn't surprise me. It didn't shock me. It just kind of was, okay, that's cool. And so I think that's cool. I think I'm making headway in dealing with hate. I think I've seen it all. I've seen a lot of it already. And I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Anyway, been thinking about the origin of the universe again a little bit, and the Big Bang is just is actually the Big Bang is actually science's answer to God, because no matter what started anything, something had to start, something had to come into being without having a cause. No matter what, either God didn't have a cause, or the Big Bang didn't have a cause, or something else that created the universe didn't have a cause. Because whenever you say something existed, then what caused that? Well, eventually something has to be uncaused, but yet still be. And fortunately for science, the Big Bang is not caused. We don't know a cause for the Big Bang. So it's just as viable of an explanation for the origin of the universe as God. In fact, more so because it's backed up by physical evidence. God is not. We have evidence that the Big Bang existed. We don't have evidence that God exists. And the Big Bang didn't have a cause, and so forth. And supposedly God did, God supposedly didn't have a cause either, because he's outside of time and always existed. But that's no better than just believing in the Big Bang, which also doesn't have a cause, because the Big Bang is sort of supported by physical evidence and also doesn't have a cause, just like God doesn't. So I support the secular view. I support the Big Bang is the best we know. And as far as we know, it didn't have a cause. So we don't have to get anal about, well, what caused the Big Bang. Nothing did. It just happened to happen. And I think it makes more sense than believing in God, which there's no evidence for one thing. And who wants to believe in God anyway? I mean, if that comforts you, go ahead, but it doesn't comfort me. What's comforting about the thought that, that I'm so bad that I deserve to burn in hell for all eternity just for existing? Then again, maybe I want to burn in hell. Maybe that's okay. But, I just I do know that I do believe this, though. I do believe that there's order to the universe, and that the universe is good, and the universe is fair and just, at least in principle. And I think that things go as they should. If I were meant to be a Christian, I would be, for instance. Obviously I'm not, because I'm not. I've noticed that things seem to work out to help things work out the way they should. I think things happen the way they should, and I think that we live in a just and fair and good universe. And I've noted that in my life, the times I've been protected and times things have happened that seem to be benevolent and beneficial, and for a reason and for a purpose. That it's just not a chaotic universe, I don't think. We don't need to construct God, but it's not just a random icky universe. It's actually a very beautiful universe. And things tend to go as they should, and things tend to happen for the betterment of good. And I like this universe. I'm okay. At least I'm not a hater. LOL. No, I could say that back to the hater. The hater says that people check out my channel to feel better, just to say, well, at least I'm not him. I don't know what's wrong with being me. I mean, I'm not on someone else's channel giving them a hard time for much of my, I don't do that. But teach his own, okay. Didn't mean to be hard on you, hater. Do you. It just doesn't get to me like it used to. It used to bother me more. And it's starting to just roll off my back, which I think is a good sign. Anyway, I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.